Welcome back to Torchlight Tales. I'm Jake, an international Survivor fan straight from Italy, and that's exactly what I want to start from today. Few people know that Survivor also has an Italian version called l'Isola dei Famosi, which could roughly be translated as Celebrity Island. I'll focus on a series of differences between the two shows, which may seem similar at first glance, but are, as we'll see, polar opposites. We'll talk about the rules, the TV format, the storytelling, and the cast. Let's begin. Despite Survivor and l'Isola dei Famosi sharing a common origin in the Swedish format Expedition Robinson, these two shows have evolved in completely opposite directions, resulting in vastly different TV experiences. Survivor, launched in 2000 by CBS, was born and still largely is a social experiment. A group of ordinary people is left in a wild and hostile environment where they must face not only the hardships of physical survival but also the complex social and strategic dynamics that develop within the group. The goal is clear: endure the elements of nature, win challenges, build alliances, and ultimately claim the $1 million prize. Here, the game is everything. Either you're strong, smart, and strategic enough to make it to the end, or you go home empty-handed. In contrast, l'Isola dei Famosi, airing since 2003 as the Italian version of the Spanish format Supervivientes, which is also based on Expedition Robinson, turns the concept of survival into a pretext for a TV experience much closer to an entertainment or variety show than an actual game. Even the settings show different purposes. Survivor chooses remote and hostile locations, the Fiji Island, the African Savannah, or the Guatemalan Maya ruins, where building a shelter and lighting a fire without matches are daily challenges. L'Isola dei Famosi opts for Caribbean beaches like Honduras or Dominican Republic with pre-assembled tents and production that mitigates risks. Nature isn't an enemy here, but a background for human relationships. Survival is a set, not a theme to explore. The TV format. In Survivor, the TV format is quite simple. Seasons are recorded in advance, sometimes up to a year before airing, and episodes are aired weekly, edited to tell the contestants' journey, with runtimes varying from 50 to 90 minutes, depending on the season. Players stay on location for 26 days, at least in the so-called new era, starting with season 41. In l'Isola dei Famosi, however, everything happens live. Challenges, voting, and eliminations are unfiltered and unedited, except for the daily episodes, which only follow island life and interactions, without significant gameplay moments. Essentially, the weekly live episode is one long tribal council, though never called that, where contestants are interviewed, clips of the week's events are shown, and discussions or arguments unfold, often with live commentary from the studio in Italy. The game's duration is usually longer. Depending on the number of players, editions have lasted between 57 and 99 days. The cast. The casting perfectly reflects the differences between the two shows. Survivor looks for ordinary individuals, physically resilient, tactically intelligent, and adaptable, often with an interesting life story to tell. Casting favors diverse backgrounds because the more varied the personalities, the more unpredictable the game. L'Isola dei Famosi, on the other hand, bets entirely on fame and charisma. Influencers, faded music stars, forgotten TV personalities, and sports figures known to the general public. The rules. In Survivor, as we know, the game starts with contestants divided into tribes, which compete in challenges. The losing tribe goes to Tribal Council, where one contestant, chosen with a majority vote, is unceremoniously eliminated. After several rounds, the remaining players reach the merge, where the game becomes individual. From this point onward, roughly all eliminated players join the jury, which ultimately decides the winner, also by majority vote, awarding them the $1 million prize. Along the way, through a process that resembles a treasure hunt, players can find hidden immunity idols, which grant immunity if played correctly, or other advantages that temporarily alter the game's rules. Contestants are given almost nothing to survive. That's why reward challenges exist, earning the contestants tools, comfort items, or most often, food. In l'Isola dei Famosi, the tribal phase doesn't exist. Like in Survivor One World, everyone starts together on the beach, often jumping from a helicopter into the water, But unlike One World, there are no tribes. It's every man for himself from the start. During the weekly live episode, the so-called Leader Challenge takes place, deciding the group's leader, who can't be voted out, and gets to nominate someone for elimination. The eliminations work entirely differently. Nominations happen live, with the most voted contestants facing off against the leader's pick in a televote. The audience at home is invited to vote via SMS or phone calls all week, and the most voted players leaves at the start of the next live episode. There are no idols or advantages. It's essentially a popularity contest. If you're the audience favorite, you could win even if you're a social pariah among the cast. This isn't just possible, it's happened often, with the audience siding with someone perceived as an underdog or unfairly hated by the others. The storytelling. In Survivor, the story revolves around the players' journeys, focusing on their personal growth, physical and social adaptability, and the strategic moves they make to eliminate threats or undeserving players. The main plot usually centers on the winner, their struggles and triumphs, while subplots explore why others fell short. The editing enhances this. Survivor uses cinematic language, such as tight confessionals, slow motion, and epic or mood-fitting music. Each episode feels like a chess match, where every move can set a chain reaction in motion and shift the balance of the entire game. In L'Isola dei Famosi, what truly matters are the fights, the romances, the betrayals, and anything gossip-worthy. With few Survivor-style skills required, the show feels more like a celebrity Big Brother set on an island. Strategy isn't just downplayed, it's ignored. If the audience loves you the most amongst the others, you will win, no matter what. In conclusion, Survivor and L'Isola dei Famosi represent two opposite sides of reality TV. The former is a game of strategy and survival, where intelligence, strength, and social skills matter. The latter is a media-fueled melodrama, where the real survival is about fame and audience attention. Both succeed because they cater to different needs, the fascination with pure competition and strategy in Survivor's case, versus the desire for emotional voyeurism in L'Isola dei Famosi. What about you? Did you know about L'Isola dei Famosi? What do you think of these huge differences? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Sending you a big hug. See you next time. Bye!